Against Rollins, the doubles was tough, but then in singles, I thought I was gonna struggle because the doubles I played so bad. But then in singles, I don't know why I felt like nothing to lose. I'm playing against a guy that was 8th in the nation, a guy that I knew already. I tried to saw before the match some videos about him just to learn something. And then, I don't know, I felt the most confidence match in my life probably. I was doing everything good. I was thinking in every point, sorry. Yeah, I did all good just to win. I did the perfect job. I won all the golden points, I think. So yeah, it was a very good match for me.
All those 3 matches, really tough matches. I think in every match we were actually pretty much there, all pretty close, pretty tight individual matches. So yeah, I totally believe that the official box score doesn't tell the real story of what really happened there. And yeah, what did that bring us? I mean, I think it shows us that we can definitely compete against those teams. It's just the little things, the little details that matter in the key moments that separates them from us.
And after 3 matches and 3 losses, we were still in Florida, getting ready to leave and play at the USTA National Campus. Definitely an experience we were looking forward to. We were going to play another ranked team, Lynn University, hoping to get our first win against a ranked team. Lynn came out flying. On the very first points, they were playing at a really high level, putting us under pressure on every court. We were hanging in there, but the score wasn't looking too great. On courts 1 and 3, we found ourselves down early, and it felt like we were always trying to catch up. The only court we had managed to build a lead was court 2, but even there, nothing was guaranteed. Against a team like Lynn, every point mattered, and they weren't giving us anything for free. At that moment, it was clear that winning doubles point was going to be a tough task. We needed to raise our level, stay aggressive, and find a way to turn things around before it was too late. But it was on court 1 that we found ourselves down a match point, and right after, on court 3. Unfortunately, we couldn't find our way back in doubles when we started singles 1-0 down. But once it started, things were looking much better for us. Most of the courts were very competitive, and it felt like we were right there with them. We knew coming back wasn't going to be easy. They had already shown us how good they are, and if we wanted to win this match, we would have to fight for every single point. Still, the level across the courts were very good, and we were giving ourselves a chance. Some matches were full of long rallies, others were very physical, and overall, it felt like we were competing much better than in doubles. We still had a lot of tennis left to play, and at that moment, a comeback definitely felt possible. I thought he was out, the guy said he was in. As the match went on, it became clear that Misha and Alex were having two of our best performances of the day. Both of them were in control of their matches and putting themselves in great position to get wins for the team. Alex had playing solid tennis from the start to finish and managed to close out his match, earning our only point for the day. Misha was also looking very good and had built himself a winning position. At that point, it felt like we could finish the match with a couple more wins on the board. Unfortunately, Misha never got the chance to finish his match. Before he could close it out, Lynn finished the overall match on another court. With the match decided, play was stopped and Misha was left to finish. The final score ended up being 4-1 in favor of the University.
Let's go, vamos, vamos.
And to put an end to our further trip, 2 days after our previous match, we were in Lakeland to face Southeastern University, an NAI team we know pretty well, ranked 4 in the nation at the time. In 3 years I've been to MGA, this would be the 3rd time playing them, and let's just say the head-to-head was not in our favor. As the double started, we saw that we were more than capable of winning this match. Of course it was a great team, but we were right there in all the 3 courts. We did not have the best start, but towards the end of the match, we clutched up and got a win on court 3. Following that, our number 1 and number 2 teams were both on tiebreaks and getting close to a finish. At this point, any win will give us the doubles point. And yeah, close call, but now it's all down to court number 2, which they were up a match point, with the chance to give us a doubles point.
Vamos!
Doubles point in the bag and a great lead for us. But unfortunately, we do not have any more footage of this match, except for the end of Danny's match. The score was already 4-2 for them, and he had a chance to make it a little closer for us. He was suffering from cramps, and he was on a match point in the match tiebreak.
Morning people, first conference match against Georgia College. We're ready. It's a nice day, beautiful day. Yeah, the allergies are kicking a little bit. My nose is a little bit close, but yeah, it's not gonna hold us from play our best. And yeah, we're gonna fight for every point. The girls got their first conference win yesterday, so yeah, we're ready.
And after a quick trip to Milledgeville, we arrived to their first match in the Peach Belt Conference. Our debut would be against Georgia College, which was ranked 1 spot above us in the preseason rankings, making it a very important match for us. Doubles got off to a rough start for us. Honestly, it was probably the worst doubles performance of this season so far, and before we knew it, we were in trouble. Our number 1s were the first one to finish, losing 6-1. At that point, we needed something special from the 2 remaining courts. Unfortunately, that never really came, as Georgia College kept the pressure and reached a match point to clinch it all on court number 3. As singles started, we could tell things were looking different. We started playing some great tennis, and leads started to build. Our top 4 courts were out there, and we were looking for 4 wins to take home the first victory in our new conference. By the way, we need to talk about this. It was a very windy day, and they decided to have a rock concert right next to the court during the match. So I apologize about the audio in this video. But back to tennis, as Alejandro was playing against a surfboard, and the match went by pretty fast. And before we knew it, we had a match point to get 1 out of the 4 dubs we needed.
¡Vamos! ¡Vamos, caralho!
And you can see how much it means for us. Alejandro got the win 6-4, 6-4, and it definitely gave the team a boost. You could feel the energy change around the courts, and it motivated everyone else to keep pushing. Since there were only 4 courts available, Vicente stepped in at number 5 after Alejandro finished this match. And at that point, we had built leads on mostly every single court except for Dani, who was involved in a very close battle. But it was Alex who had the chance to get our second win of the day and put us one step closer to our first Peach Belt Conference win. At that point, we still needed 2 more wins to take home the victory, and Nick took Alex's court, as our usual number 6 Misha was sick that day. But while his match was just getting started, Duarte got a match point on court 4. If he could close it out, he would be 1 win away from winning the match.
It's match on 4, boys! Go Knights!
One win away, and I gotta say, Vicente was absolutely dominating his opponent. Looking from afar, there was no way he was losing that match, and because of that, he got 1 match point, leading 5-0 in the second set with a chance to clinch it all.
¡Vamos! ¡Vamos, caralho! ¡Vamos, porra!
And that's a match, one for the books. Our first conference match in Division 2 was a win, but we still had 2 more matches to finish. Then it was in a very close third set, but unfortunately went down. And lastly, Nick was in a match tiebreak to decide if the final score would be 4-3 or 5-2.
Ripping them forehands, bro. Good job, bro.
And that's a win, a very special one for him, as he got to win in front of his parents, who came all the way from Germany to watch him. Cool one, Duffy, and let's go Knights!